The European Union will never allow British fishermen to have 100% control over UK fishing waters due to the Brexit deal secured with the bloc, which will lead to ongoing compromise, according to an expert. Liam Campling, professor of international business and development at Queen Mary University, argued that while in principle UK fishermen could have 100% control over British fishing waters in the future, it is very unlikely. During an interview with Express.co.uk, Professor Campling argued due to Boris Johnson's Brexit deal, ongoing compromises between both sides will be expected. From the UK's perspective, this will require Britain to allow EU access to fish in UK waters, he claimed. Professor Campling began by noting the gains for UK fishermen from the deal. He said, "In the short run there is a gain for the UK. The British fleet has now brought back more of its quota, there is a big chunk coming in straight away. Then there will be a drip feed over the next 5 years. Over the longer term it is possible that British fishers, in principle, can achieve 100% control over its quota, but there are lots of elements in the agreement that basically demand an ongoing compromise between the two sides." In other words, if British fishers want to be able to continue to access the European market for fish products into the future. As everybody knows, this is the most important market for British fishers and it will continue to be so for lots of reasons, geography being the most important one. If UK fishers want access to the European market, then it is likely that Britain will have to maintain some type of compromise in terms of control over quota. The other thing to keep in mind, even over the short run, as most people would already know, around half of England's quota is already owned by foreign interests anyway. This is, in part, because the British government pursued this policy of privatising access to fish, through individual transferable quotas. This is great for getting a bank loan and so on, but less good for maintaining public control over common resources. Professor Campling also said the fragility of the deal between the UK and EU could cause instability in the EU fishing industry.